Welcome to the channel, everybody. So, as you can see here, we have less than an hour and a half left in the level up event, and we have a ton of resources to use on leveling champions. Unfortunately, one of the resources we don't have nearly enough of is gold. So, we're going to go ahead and look at who I'm going to plan towards leveling up, and then we're going to make some decisions on who actually is going to get the level up today and who will be looked at soon. Basically, as soon as we have the gold, because right now we have most of the materials. So I do want to go through enough that we don't worry about too much expiring before we are able to come up with all the gold. But I do also want to be strategic enough to make sure that at minimum we do get our first rank 5 and preferably a couple of them today. Right off the bat here, obviously we have my rank 1 6 stars. There's obviously going to be quite a few here that people are going to have some questions on why I don't already have ranked up. A lot of it has been trying to focus on different elements of my roster and not getting everyone up there quite yet. Obviously, we've done quite a bit of account growth in the last few months, and it is definitely one of those things that coming up with the resources as quickly as we came up with the champions was not as easy to do. So right off the bat here, some of the ones that we're definitely looking at to make sure that we're getting up. Cable and Massacre are definitely top end of the list. Cable because of the fact that we are looking at pushing Apocalypse up, and he is somebody I use quite often, so having him available for this synergy, I mean, obviously he doesn't need to be leveled up for the synergy, but at the same time, if we do need to rely on him to end a fight for us or something like that, it's better to have him rank 2 or rank 3 than it is having him just sitting all the way down here at rank 1. Plus, on top of that, we have a high sig level into him already as well, so plenty of reason to go ahead and push him up for usefulness. He is a great champion outside of just being part of that synergy, but obviously the utility there for us is huge. Massacre falls into a very similar category. Obviously, we just pulled Domino as a 7-star, so having him ranked up to be available for the synergy with her is definitely something that needs to be taken into consideration. Baron Zemo here is definitely somebody that I'm looking at bringing up. Proxima Midnight, Angela, Shocker, Bishop, highly considering anti-venom. We will probably leave Gamora alone for a little while because we just got the 7-star of her. Gore and Kate Bishop are definitely on the high end of the list. Kingpin and Vision also fall into those categories as well. We've got Null for sure needs to go up. Symbiote Supreme, Cersei. We would take Domino up, but obviously, like I said, we just got the 7-star of her, so we'll be holding off on that for right now. Ebony Maw, Mr. Sinister, and Wiccan are also ones that we need to take up. Overseer, we just got the 7-star on him, so we'll probably hold off on him. Venom, Mr. Negative, and Professor X. We have Shuri as a 7-star already, so we won't worry about her. Sorcerer Supreme, Captain America Sam Wilson, King Groot, Crossbones Havoc, Atuma. We won't worry about America Chavez because we've already got her as a 7-star. Red Hawk, obviously, to go with the Domino synergy as well. Wong, Icarus, Diablo, Jessica Jones, possibly Mojo or Sasquatch, but they're a lower priority. Hawkeye would be worth it, but he is going to be a lower priority as well. Nebula, possibly considering there's several times that we could have used her recently. Dragon Man, Hood. Omega Red is going to definitely be one that comes up, but we do want to get the Awakening on him at some point as well, so that we can get the SIG levels into him, which he really needs. Sentinel, Scarlet Witch, Classic, Cassie Lang, Spider-Man Supreme, Elsa, Immortal Abomination, Omega Sentinel, Kang, Korg, and Titania. We will eventually be talking about Star-Lord as well, but those are our priority ones for now. Now, as you can see here, that is a list of over 30 champions. That alone, just to take each of them to rank 2, first off, we're going to use up quite a bit of the materials that we have, which isn't a problem. But at the same time, that would use up nearly every bit of the gold that I have, if not use up more than every bit of the gold I have, which would mean that we do not get anybody to rank 3, rank 4, and definitely not bring anybody to rank 5. So we are going to have to hold off on quite a few of these, so I got to prioritize which ones I'm going to take up. I do, like I said, want to use up a bit of materials as well. We do have 2 rank 1 to rank 2 gems sitting in the overflow right now. So I definitely want to get them used, and then we'll probably use a couple resources as well. So I think what we're going to do is we are going to prioritize 3 of the newer champions, partially because of the fact that I'm hearing just absolutely amazing things about 2 of them. The third one is definitely one I want to work with quite a bit more. And then if we have the resources left after we get some higher end rank ups done, we'll come back down and look at a couple others as well. But I think right off the bat here, we are going to go ahead and get Kate Bishop up. Okay, so let's throw the last little bit of ISO into Kate here. Get her up to 235. That'll get her started there. We will definitely revisit her. I'm going to go ahead and do Viv. And then we will probably go ahead and grab Cassie as well. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and look at the rank 2 to rank 3s. And then we'll come back to rank 1s if we have enough gold left at the end. Okay, so let's go ahead and wrap up Viv here. And get her into that 235 category as well. And finally, Cassie, who is one of the newest ones that we've gotten on the account. Obviously, we got her out of the July 4th deals. If you haven't checked out that crystal opening, it is definitely worth doing so. So Cassie is going to cost us a little bit more than the other 2 did, because of course we have to bring her even up to 135 so that we can even talk about taking her up any further. So the last bit of ISO into Cassie here. So that's 3 lovely ladies that definitely help us with the roster. We'll be going ahead and revisiting those very soon. We are finishing up our Paragon series, and once we get that finished up, we'll go through and actually do a little bit of spotlight on some of these champions that we are getting ranked up today, and obviously some of the other ones that we have on the account as well. And just kind of start working with them and figuring them out and figuring out where they could help us out going forward. So in the rank 2 to 3 category, obviously Kate Bishop is definitely a contender there. Cassie and Viv will go ahead and work with a little bit more before I decide that. I know Kate Bishop, pretty much, she has 3 breaking points. The first one being at SIG level 1, which obviously we have her passed. The second one at SIG 100, and the third one at SIG 200. But the nice thing is that she is very usable at SIG 1. So since we already have her past that point, she is in the discussion. But she was obviously one of those ones that was back of the field because we hadn't ranked her up to rank 2 yet. The ones that I was looking at before adding the ladies to the team, Aegon, Spider-Man 2099, Emma Frost, Wolverine Weapon X, Hulkbuster, Falcon, Black Widow Clairvoyant, Ghost, Hulkling, Scarlet Witch, Sigil, Penny Parker, Human Torch, Ultron, Moondragon, Wolverine, and Void. Out of those, I think first off, I want to prioritize Hulkling. Now, we only have 2 of the 2 to 3 gems left. I used a couple of them on the previous level up. So, I think we're going to go ahead and only do Hulkling to push up into rank 3. But we will come back again depending on how much gold we have left at the end of this rank up. And we'll pick up a little bit more gold from doing the rank ups themselves. But we will see how much that helps with what we have left. Obviously, we've already started eating into what we have quite a bit. So let's go ahead and move over into who we're going to take up from rank 3 to rank 4. I do have one of these gems in the overflow as well. So this is one category I definitely want to prioritize to make sure that we don't end up losing that gem at some point. Obviously, we have a little bit of time, so it could be on a different level up, but why not go ahead and include it on this one and just get it out of the way. Several people in this category that we are looking at, obviously right off the bat, we do have Doom there, who definitely is a solid rank 4 and even possibly a solid rank 5 contender. Archangel, who is, again, another one that's very much so a solid rank 4 contender. That could be debatable for rank 5. Iceman, Black Widow Deadly Origin, Corvus, Red Magneto, Quicksilver, Stark Enhanced Spider-Man, Colossus, Apocalypse, Kitty Pryde, Hyperion, Scorpion, Juggernaut, Shang-Chi, Warlock, and now, of course, Hulkling. All of these are very much so high-end contenders for being our next rank 4 champion. But I think right off the bat, one that I've been using a lot more than I before, and I realize he may not be the top mutant, but obviously there's definitely a solid argument no matter what other ones are in the running. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and rank 4 Apocalypse here. Okay, so we're getting the last bit of ISO into Apocalypse there, and that puts us at the point that we are looking at our 4 to 5 champions. Obviously, we have quite a bit there that we could come back to and definitely look at bringing up several more into higher than what they currently are. But like I said, first things first, I want to prioritize the fact that we've already went through 6 million gold. So before we spend anything else, I want to make sure that we're getting our first rank 5s in there. It's definitely going to be a huge difference for the account here. So I want to make sure that we are making some decisions on this before I start spending gold on any other rank ups. The 2 that I would say that I am slightly hesitant on taking to rank 5 out of the ones that are already at rank 4 here would be Hercules. And I realize that sounds a little odd just because of the fact that he is the golden key for everything. But he does so much at SIG 200 rank 4 that I don't know that he's going to get as much benefit going to rank 5 as, say, like Cosmic Ghost Rider would. And the other one would be Infamous Iron Man, which is a similar situation, but I am debating on whether or not he is going to be my rank 5 tech or if it's going to be someone else. The very first champion that was my rank 4, my Powerhouse Awakening champion, and the champion who has done quite a bit of work for me has been Nick Fury, and I set him up that no matter what, he was going to go ahead and go to rank 5. We do have some of the tier 6 and tier 6 basic and tier 3 alpha that are sitting in the overflow right now, so I want to make sure that I'm using some of the actual catalysts as well and not just the rank up gems here. So right off the bat here, we are going to go ahead and start off with our first rank 5 champion being Nick Fury. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and throw the last bit of ISO into Nick Fury here to make him officially our first rank 5 565 champion as a 6-star. And not only that, he is also SIG 200. So that is absolutely awesome. And I'm really excited to see what that does for him. But that did eat up another 2 million gold. So let's go ahead and get a few more people prioritized here. Now, I know that it's definitely going to be a controversial call for me to do Tigra before I do Absman, but we do have the resources to make sure that we actually do both. So just because we're doing one, it does not mean that we are not going to go ahead and take care of both here, but she is getting it first. And she is actually going to get our class-specific one. I do only have one of the Mystics, obviously. If you guys watched the opening, you should quite well know that. But because we did take the resources to be able to do Fury without a gem, that means that we do have the generic 4 to 5 left that we can use to go ahead and take up Absman as well. And so we throw the last little bit of ISO into Tigra to make her our second rank 5 565, as she also happens to be SIG 200, as well as so does Absman here. And we're going to go ahead and take him up as well. He's going to go ahead and get our generic. Not only because he is definitely proving to be a great benefit to the team, but he is an absolute beast on defense. So definitely want to make sure that not only do I have him available for my deck, I also have him available for my alliance. Okay, and so we wrap up Absman here to make our third. Now, we are definitely getting low on gold. I'm definitely taking Hulk up. I do so much work with Hulk that actually I prepared him to be one of the ones that I didn't necessarily have to have the gem for. He's going up. And after that, I think we're going to only be able to do one more rank 5 today, and then we're probably going to have to farm up some serious amount of gold. And we will see what we have left to do towards bringing anyone else into a higher status. Okay, so we're going to sink the last little bit of ISO into Hulk to push him up and make him our fourth rank 5. Well, our rank 4 category is looking very narrow at this point, but I think Cosmic Ghost Rider deserves to leave the category as well. Okay, so we're going to sink the last bit of ISO here into Cosmic Ghost Rider. And that has narrowed our gold down quite a bit here. So I think we're going to go ahead and take Apocalypse as the first one that goes up 2 categories, 2 ranks during this level up. So putting the last bit of ISO into Apocalypse here. Now that leaves us with only 2 rank 4 champions, and currently the only class that we do not have a rank 5 in being Tech. Obviously, Infamous Iron Man is a valid choice there, 100%. I'm just debating on whether or not it's going to be him or some of the ones that I've got coming up from a lower rank. Now, that being said, we still have quite a bit of resources left. We are fairly tapped on gold, but we still have over 4,000 in ISO. Let's go ahead and sell off a little bit here, see if we can't get some. Go ahead and check our rewards real quick and get some of that taken care of, and see what more we can maybe push into this. Okay, so before we go ahead and move on with the 6 stars, I do want to go ahead and get some ISO into these new 7 stars and at least get them up to 125. Okay, and wrapping up Domino here wraps up our 7-star rank ups that we needed to do. So everybody is at least at rank 125 now. Obviously, it's going to be a moment till we rank 2 anybody, but we will be working towards that soon too. Now let's go ahead and get back over here to the 6 stars. Okay, so with selling off some ISO, we're at about just shy of 3.5 million. So we can go ahead and push up a few more. I think what we're going to do is concentrate on rank 1 champions and see how many we can bring up before we run out of gold, just so that we can go ahead and get not only a few more points in there, but also get that many more champions out of this category and up into the rank 2, so that yes, we have a lot more in rank 2 that need to be pushed up, but at least we're a step closer. So I think right off the bat here, we're going to go ahead and start with Baron Zemo. I think we're going to go ahead and give him a gem. So we just finished up Baron Zemo here, and we are getting close to time on level up ending, so let's go ahead and get a few more people in real quick. I think we're going to take up Immortal Abomination here as well. Get him up to rank 2, which was the whole point of starting him. I forgot I had to put a whole lot more into him. So after him, we may only have enough left to do. So the last bit of ISO into Immortal Abomination here. And I think that leaves us with just enough left to do one more champion. Quite a bit to look at here. Obviously, like I said, we have quite a few on our list here. I definitely would like to bring up some of the champions that we just recently got, but I think they're going to have to wait because they are going to cost us quite a bit more than just to rank over and level up, as opposed to having to level up and then rank and then level up again. With the fact that we rank 5 Apocalypse and the fact that we have a rank 1 to rank 2 mutant gem, I think Cable is going to go ahead and be our last one here for the day. Okay, so here we are finishing Cable out, and that is going to be the last of our rank ups. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what that did for us. So other than drain our gold and quite a bit more, we were able to put up 864,000 points in the level up event for this one. That's definitely going to help quite a bit for guaranteeing that I'm getting rank 1 on that. Or at least that 1 to 10%. So that's not going to be a problem. We'll go ahead and collect those rewards as soon as they come in later and start building up towards being able to push up so many more of these champions. As you can see, we have a ton to do, and we are just getting started. So I don't know, guys, let me know if you think that maybe there's a few other ones that I should make some decisions on, or if maybe there's some that I pushed up a little further than you think they should have went. Also, on top of that, if anybody would like to throw in their opinion on whether or not it should be iDoom or a different one of my tech champions, such as like an Ultron, feel free to leave it in the comments. And we are going to be getting out a Paragon video today as well, so look forward to that later this afternoon, as well as we will be continuing that series for the rest of the week, and then we'll be doing a live on Sunday, crystal opening on Monday. And keep in mind, guys, for the live on Sunday, we will be starting the 3-star Battlegrounds tournament for subscribers. So if you haven't done so yet, make sure you hit me up on Line Chat or Discord if you want to get involved in that. And I will see you guys back for the next one. Peace out.